Hello and welcome to another episode of MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Let's begin. Who can claim maintenance under Section 144 of BNSS? Only wives, only children, only parents, or wives, children and parents? The correct answer is option D, wives, children and parents. Recently, in the Srimati N. Usha Rani and Others versus Mududula Srinivas case, the Supreme Court held that a woman is entitled to maintenance from her second husband even if her marriage with the first husband is not dissolved. Section 144 of the BNSS deals with the order for maintenance of wives, children and parents. Next, facts are relevant under Section 11 of Evidence Act if they make a fact in issue. Slightly probable, highly probable or improbable, completely irrelevant or partially connected. The correct answer is option B, highly probable or improbable. Recently, in the state of Uttar Pradesh versus Raghuveer Singh case, the Supreme Court held that omission to name accused in FIR is relevant under Section 11 of Indian Evidence Act 1872. As per the Section 11 of the Indian Evidence Act, facts are relevant if they themselves or in connection with other facts they make the existence or non-existence of any fact in issue or relevant fact highly probable or improbable. Next, which writ is issued to quash illegal orders of lower courts? Habeas corpus, prohibition, quo warranto or certiorari? The correct answer is option D, certiorari. Certiorari writ, derived from the Latin meaning to be certified, is issued to quash illegal decisions or orders of lower courts, tribunals or administrative bodies. It serves as a mechanism for judicial review, allowing higher courts to intervene and court errors of law committed by subordinate authorities. Next, what is the minimum punishment for rape of a victim under 16 years as per Section 65 of BNS? 10 years imprisonment, life imprisonment, 20 years rigorous imprisonment or death penalty? The correct answer is option C, 20 years rigorous imprisonment. As per the Section 65 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, whoever commits rape on a woman under 16 years of age shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 20 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life and shall also be liable to fine, provided that such fine shall be just and reasonable to meet the medical expenses and rehabilitation of the victim. Provided further that any fine imposed under this subsection shall be paid to the victim. Next, which of the following provision of Indian Evidence Act defines the term admission? Section 16, Section 17, Section 18 or Section 21? The correct answer is option B, Section 17. Section 17 of the Indian Evidence Act defines admission. It states that an admission is a statement, oral or documentary or contained in electronic form, which suggests any inference as to any fact in issue or relevant fact and which is made by any of the persons and under the circumstances thereinafter mentioned. Now it's time for the practice question. The death of a plaintiff or defendant shall not cause the suit to abate if the cause of action survives, the relief survives, the right to sue survives, or all of the above. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.